Man, the landlord of One Chance, One Life TV. Welcome to One Chance, One Life TV, bro.
What they do, my boy? Long time coming.
For sure. First off, explain to the people how you got the name Evil Eyez.
Man, something made up. We started rapping in the time in the era where everybody just wanted to be different and shit like that. So, it's self-explanatory. I got something going on with my eyes, and I knew that was going to be the first thing that people notice when they see me anyway. And so instead of running from it, I embraced it. And back then it was about, making names that was going to set you apart from everything. And at this point, so many people know me by it, so I ain't want to change it.
Right. So mentally and physically, how has life been for you being born with vision and only one eye?
I mean, it's good because I'm still here, but every day have its challenges and shit like that. But like everything else, we gonna get through it.
For sure. Are you the first person in your family to experience being born with vision in one eye?
Yeah, I'm the first person. I'm the first and the only person that I know, especially in my family, that like that.
Dang. So as a child, born with vision and only one eye, did you have any hatred towards others that were able to see out of both eyes?
Nah. The funny part about it, I think they had more hatred towards me. I think they had more hatred towards me. I mean, with me, it was more or less probably misunderstandings and not knowing why I'm different and shit like that, or not knowing why it's me that gotta go through this. But I ain't have hatred towards people. And especially with the way my old girl raised me, bro, she sent me to regular school in regular classes with regular kids. So I got all the jokes. I got all the, I was built for it. I was built for it.
So you're currently losing your vision at a rapid pace. How does that bother you on a day-to-day basis?
Man, it's draining mentally on some days, but, we try to make the best of it. We try to make the best of it.
For sure. So what's the best advice you can give to a younger child that's born blind or born with vision and only one eye?
Man, first you got to understand that it's more or less like a superpower. So it's like, okay, the less I could probably do with my vision, I make up for it in other places. Like my hearing is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? My sense of touch,
Right.
Like even mentally, just, you gotta be built for it.
Right.
You gotta be built for it because there's a lot of stuff that come with it. And you can't, see, back then what they did was they put you inside little classes with other people that had something wrong with it. And so you get people that come up and they feel like something wrong with them or they should be treated special and stuff like that. I'm so grateful that my old girl made me do everything with the normal kids and stuff like that. So as much as you could do, man, go ahead and do it, man. Live your life without no kind of, restrictions and stuff like that.
For sure. What part of Dade County is Evil Eyez from?
Dade County, down south, Turnpike, exit 5. Come down 288 Biscayne Drive. You can make your left and go back toward Leah City. You can make a right, go toward Modella.
For sure.
All that's my section.
So what separates Leah City from the rest of Dade County, in your opinion?
Let's see. All right. First off, when I'm coming up in Leah City it's a residential area. So most people would probably try to say it's more of a suburban area when you talk about compared to Florida City or compared to Naranja and stuff like that. We gonna come up in an area where it ain't too many apartments and it ain't real hood, but it's a whole lot of hood shit that go on in there, if you understand what I'm saying.
For sure.
So it's a lot of money. That's what I would say about Leah City compared to the other exes and the other sections down south. It's a whole lot of money in Leah City, and it always been that way.
Right. Any solid OGs from Leah City that you can vouch for?
Man, it's a lot on. Shit, off the top of my head, anybody that was up under that LCB umbrella, which was Leah City Boys. Then they had the next generation was LCT, and then it was so divided off in streets, man. Shit, we had them boys that was over there on 301. We had people, my dog's number on 304. I had my 288 little homies, 307, 302. It's like that right though. I don't know who fighting no kind of cases. I don't know who hiding from who. So I ain't gonna really put no names out there. But to the whole fifth, man, you know what it is.
Yeah, for sure. So growing up, what was your relationship like with both of your parents?
It's different because I knew my parents. I had a relationship with my parents, but I was raised. I'm a grandma baby, so like my grandma was more like my mama than my mama was.
For sure.
I respect my old girl, and I know my old girl is my old girl, but my grandma was more like my old girl. And even to this day, like me and my old girl, we cool as I don't know what. Me and my old boy, we cool as I don't know what. Now, coming up, I probably didn't understand it because my mama gave me to my grandma at a young age. I didn't understand it.
Right.
So it did kind of cause a little resentment because I got younger siblings that my old girl kept, and I kind of wanted to know why she kept them and gave me away. But what happened is because of my situation, like we were just talking about, like being born blind and having these operations and surgeries at 6 weeks old as a baby and shit like that. You know, I understand now as an adult and having my own kids that what my old girl did for me was she did what a mother was supposed to do, which is do what's in the best interest of the kids. So she gave me and put me in a position to where she knew that somebody could really take care of me and really do the things that maybe she didn't understand or she wasn't ready to at the time. So me knowing and understanding that now, man, me and my old girl, we like best friends. Plus we got the same birthday. And me and my old boy was a street dude. I didn't understand why he wasn't in the picture or where he was when he was, you know what I'm saying, locked up and shit like that. Being older now and you have certain conversations, I started to understand like, okay, you was, you know what I'm saying, you were just trying to make a way. And I respect that. Me and him, we cool.
Yeah, for sure. So Swole, the brother of Trick Daddy, what was y'all relationship like and how did you take his death?
Man, Swole was an OG in the music shit. Me and Swole, we linked back up just off the strength of my little dog Taz, free my twin. So me and Swole, man, he was just an OG, man. I was just his little homie, and we get together. We gonna talk about music. We gonna make some music. We gonna argue all day long about sports, whether it's basketball, football. We gonna argue and go back and forth all day long. That's what I miss the most. And shit, his death, it caught me by surprise, but not really, because I kind of knew what was going on behind the scenes. I just didn't know it was as bad as it was.
Right.
R.I.P. OG.
Sure. Your big business record featuring Koly P. How did that collaboration come about?
Shit, just reaching out. And when I reached out to him and shit like that, you know, he told me what section and shit he was in, man. Shit, me, Taz, Swole, then we brushed up on him. And shit, we built the relationship out of that, man. Shout out to Koly, man. He a real one. He a real solid one.
For sure. As an artist, do you feel like Koly P is underrated?
Underrated? Yeah. I definitely do, because I definitely feel like he got something to say that the rest of the game need to hear. He not underrated in Florida.
Right.
He underrated to the rest of the world. You know, Florida, we got our own country now here.
Yeah.
We our own country. Miami is his own state. And Koly, he underrated to the rest of the world. Sure. Not in Florida. We know what he is.
How much motivation has it been for you being able to witness Mike Smiff put down South on the map the last 10 plus years?
Extra motivation. Somebody from out my section that I personally know, that I personally came up with, he doing his thing. So that's showing me it could be done. So if he doing it, and like he told me on this podcast, he was just really trying to crack the door. And that's all we could ask for. That's all we needed him to do. Cause for the longest, the door's been closed on us. So as long as he keep cracking that door and easing that door open, it allows the opportunity for more of us to keep coming through that bitch. So, bro, you keep going so we can come right behind you.
For sure. From an artist standpoint, what's some free game you've been able to pick up witnessing Mike Smiff on his grind?
Get yourself some motion. The motion gonna bring the leverage. And when you got some leverage, you can get what you negotiate. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get what you deserve. You ain't gonna get what you know what I'm saying? You get what you negotiate. And you can't negotiate shit if you ain't got no leverage. And you ain't gonna get no leverage if you ain't got no motion.
For sure. What inspires you to continue to invest into your music career?
Cause music to me is a passion. Like, if I wasn't gonna get no money from it, I'd still be doing this music shit. You did. Like, it's a passion for me. It's almost like my therapy. It's almost like writing in a journal and shit like that. So I'm gonna always do it. Now the investment part is because I know how to do it the right way. And I know that the right way means you gotta have some bread behind you. Shit. So it's gonna always be done that. If I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna do it the right way.
Right. Musically, what are you currently working on?
Shit, underrated. So I got singles that's dropping back to back. We getting up just to go into underrated season. Hopefully around the fall, by the time the kids go back to school, underrated will be on the way.
For sure.
I ain't got no date for it. But when you, like we were just talking about with the leverage and you being your own boss and have your own motion, I can set it. So if the people ask me for it tomorrow, we could drop that bit tomorrow. I got a contact list where it's easy to be like, okay, I'm finna put a project out. I can holler at old man and say, okay, Bond, that's a media outlet. I got different relationships, whether it's graphic designers, whether it's videographers, whether it's producers, whether it's engineers, to where it's like, okay, well, we can get together and put this shit out tomorrow. But it's all on what the people want. So if y'all want one, y'all get in the comment section and say, drop that bitch ASAP.
Yeah, for sure. Musically, would you consider yourself the face of Leah City?
If not the face, I gotta be the voice.
Yeah.
If not the face, I gotta be the voice.
Yo, that's real.
I don't know nobody that was saying the filth as much as I was saying, repping it harder than I was repping it, doing it as long as I was doing it in the places I was doing it, so it gotta be.
Yeah, for sure. What do you enjoy the most about being an artist at this point?
My favorite part of being an artist is really the creation of music. I can stay in the studio all day. I like it's like I said, it's therapeutic for me. So as long as I can keep releasing and keep like creating and shit like that, man, shit, I'm cool with it. I don't like being around too many niggas. I don't like being around bad energy. I lock myself in the studio, be creative and release all the pain and shit like that into these records.
For sure. Name a few artists that you're currently listening to.
All right, since we on a down south platform, we're gonna be down south artists. Let me see who I'm listening to. Shout out the whole OTM. I ain't gonna even just name one or a bunch of them. I'm gonna say the whole OTM. My twin, free my brother, free Tazarati 305. That's my favorite. We got Ill Matt, we got D.I., we got Spo Bars. It's a lot of. I like your new record, bro. I just told you I like your new record. So I'm only listening to down south music right now.
I appreciate that, bro, for sure. I know you do a lot of traveling in and out the country. What country have you not visited so far?
Well, shit. Right now I'm 2 weeks away from a European tour, so I'm finna go to London, Rome, Paris, Venice, and Switzerland. I'm gonna be out there for 16 days. That's coming up in 2 weeks. I ain't never been there, so I'm finna see what that's about. It's finna be some niggas in Paris.
Yeah. So talk about
Amsterdam.
Talk about how that situation was created.
In actuality, bro, it's just like growing up, bro. My lady like traveling. My lady like traveling. I like a lot of hood shit. So to get me out the hood shit, she be taking me to different places, showing me different shit. And that's really where it come from. Like, we moved around as young niggas and shit like that. But the way I move, and that was around the state, the country and shit like that. But now she done opened my mind up to like the world and shit like that. So shout out to the boss lady.
Yeah, for sure. When you're traveling outside the United States, what are some of the things you enjoy the most in these other countries?
If it's a country like Jamaica, it was freely smoking weed. But for the most part, bro, I like how nice people is. I like how clean some of these beaches and shit like that is. I like how peaceful it is to get away. My favorite thing about leaving the country is when you go to a country and your phone don't work. Cause I be want to disconnect from a lot of what's going on back here, and I be want to put my mind at ease. So like going to the DR and shit like that, my phone ain't work. I got a chance to actually enjoy what was going on around me and shit like that.
Right, so knowing that you are losing your vision, did that inspire you to travel the world while you still have a chance to see it?
I don't know if it inspired me to, but I think it had some motivation into my lady to where it was like, I ain't finna let you give up. So if this is the way you finna go out, we finna do it big before it go out. So I think that's what it was. So before my vision is completely gone, I think she just wanted to maximize everything. And like that, my best friend. So whatever she be on, man, shit, we gonna rock out.
Right, for sure. So if you completely lose your vision, do you think that will force you to give up your music career?
I hope not. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. As long as I keep a few good men around me, somebody gonna know how to press the record and press the stop button. Somebody gonna know how to hit ZK or hit SL or hit Trench Boy and be like, hey man, he needs some beats. Somebody hit somebody and be like, hey man, there's ways to get it done. That's the importance of building relationships and not just, oh man, I'm finna just go and, you know, get this dude some money and go fuck with him. Nah, that's the importance of having relationships. Cause everybody that's around me kind of understand what my situation is. So we'll still better keep it going.
For sure. So as the days go by, do you feel like everyone you love, loyalty will soon be tested?
I think you get tested on a daily basis. But then it's like, all right, so my thing with loyalty is like, cause we expect loyalty, but then it's like when you expect loyalty, is you expecting the person to be loyal to you or be loyal to themselves? Cause that's not gonna always be the same. That's not gonna always mean the same thing. You being loyal to yourself and you being loyal to me might be contradicting each other.
Right, sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I hope you have enough respect for me that you know what I'm saying, be loyal. I believe that though. I believe everything be tested.
Right, for sure. Have you ever thought about going to see a therapist?
I think about it. Usually I just go to the studio instead.
Right. Sure, I feel that. Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I got kids. Matter of fact, I got my oldest, he graduating Tuesday.
Oh, that's love. That,
Shout
man.
out to the Broncos class of 2024.
Oh yeah, that's love, man. That's love. There. So as him coming up, you being his father, did your vision problem interfere with y'all relationship and shit?
Nah, because with him and my second, it like I feel like coming up, I got a chance to implement the things that I wanted to implement into them early and younger, and I got a chance to, like with him specifically, I got a chance to go with him from the age of 7 because that's my oldest, but he not biologically mine.
Okay.
So I got him from 7 to 18. And my second oldest, I got him from 5 to where he has 16 now. So it's different versus my 5-year-old that I got now. Yeah, I'm a little more worrisome when it comes to him. Because it's like with this shit going as rapid as like, I be sometimes thinking about damn, like how much long I can't really help him with his homework like I used to do his brothers. Or when he gets 7, I can't take him and go coach his basketball team like I did his brother. So with my younger ones, I be feeling like it's a lot of shit that I'm gonna miss out on, and it fucked with me mentally. But as far as with my older ones, nah, I think we good.
Right. Besides recording music and doing a lot of traveling, what are some other things you enjoy doing?
I love sports. I love arguing sports. I love watching sports. I like different places to eat. I'm a marijuana, what would you call it? I'm a
connoisseur.
I'm a marijuana connoisseur. I love good weed, man. That's my thing. So
For sure. The Dade County legend JT Money just released his Miami Mount Rushmore video with DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and Trick. Do you feel like they properly represented Dade County with this one?
Yo, I do. With those names that you just put out, I believe they cover the whole Dade County. Outside of Trick, I would have felt like, man, maybe down south probably wasn't represented. But with Trick, though, I feel like the whole Dade County got its proper representation.
For sure. So what are some of the things you think people love the most about Evil Eyez?
If it ain't the sense of humor, it gotta be the shit talking. I'm great at talking shit. I'm a professional shit talker. The sense of humor. It might be my fried chicken. I got world famous fried chicken.
Yeah.
I still fry. Y'all ain't never seen a blind man that can fry chicken and rap at the same time.
That's real up, man.
Hey, man, it just be stuff like that, man. I think, I'm just a cool, calm, collected motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
Shit,
man.
get in with me.
For sure. So with a lot of the negative shit going on in Dade County, especially down south, with a lot of the killing and a lot of the misguiding with the youth, and you know what I'm saying, just a lot of the nonsense that ain't even about no money and shit. Like, what's your input on like a lot of this crazy shit you seeing and hearing? You know what I'm saying?
Man, sometimes you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. Sometimes you gotta know when to mind your own motherfucking business. When you get the young ones that want some game and they come around and ask for it, I'm gonna give it to them. But as far as like implementing myself, man, so foolishness I ain't really got time for right now. And they going blind, man. Shit, I'm trying to get me some money and stay the fuck out the way.
For sure.
But one thing about it, man, you being black, man, niggas don't give a fuck if you could be a newborn baby, a nigga will fuck over you out here. So I know niggas ain't gonna give a fuck that I'm blind. So the best thing for me to do is get some money and stay the fuck out the way.
For sure, man. So how do you feel about, other people that ain't in your predicament, that ain't losing their vision and shit? Do you feel like they should take responsibility and try and like stir some of these youngsters the right way, or should they mind their business and stay the fuck out of the way too?
Man, shit, if your intentions ain't good, or if you don't know what the fuck you doing, cause you can't show the way if you don't know the way. If you don't know what the fuck you doing or you don't know what you trying to show these jit, man, stay the fuck out of the way.
For sure.
Now, when you got OGs that done been through it and that done really done went through it and that know what's on the other side of it, and they can prevent some of this shit, then they're the ones that I feel like they should speak up. Their voice gonna hold more weight than somebody that's just telling you, hey, how the fuck you finna tell me that I need to do something positive or I need to look at your life, look what you got going on.
Yeah.
So you gotta be a person, to be able to, I guess, to get across to this generation now.
Yeah, you gotta be somebody.
Yeah, cause they only respect what you doing now. It ain't gonna never be about what you did. It's what you doing now. So you could be done ran through $100 million. If you ain't got $10 a day, then what you saying to me probably ain't gonna mean nothing.
For sure. That's real though.
Now, somebody like me, it's different because I want to know how you got that 100 million. I understand you lost it. How the fuck did you get it? I want 100 million.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Shit, the way you lost it, that's gonna tell me how I can keep it.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. So how do you feel about the platforms that Dade County have right now, as far as the media and everything? Like, you feel like we feel like, we know what I'm saying, with the platforms, like Florida is growing in the right direction right now?
Yeah, especially down south. I wanna double salute you. I want to double salute the other platforms that's coming up and shit like that, because what happens is now what y'all doing down south, bro, is y'all basically replacing the clubs. See, back then in the early 2000s, we and 2010 and shit like that, down south, it was something to do every night of the week. It was a different club that was jumping every night of the week. So all the artists, all the promoters, everybody, we gonna be rubbing elbows and bumping elbows, and we gonna be partying and stuff in the same places. Well, nah, it ain't shit to do down south. You wanna have fun, you gotta go to the city. So when it comes to the artists down south, with y'all bringing platforms and stuff like that, it get on the outlets and stuff like that to get their music out to the peoples and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that to the utmost.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like me creating this platform, I wanted to create the platform for the people and build this shit up for the people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, my main focus, of course, is to start with us, but, got to be thinking the whole Florida and, nationwide and shit like that. You feel me? But I definitely appreciate every time, like, I get a chance to sit down with, y'all individuals, because y'all helping the platform grow, and, the conversations, y'all just helping me grow too mentally. You feel me?
Yeah, we so down south.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, like, what else you want to speak on, man?
Question, right? Because they call me, in my section, they call me Landlord Evil. I know they call you old man a landlord. What that landlord shit about? Like,
shit, man.
Where that come from?
Shit, really, like, old man, like, that's a name a nigga had since a youngster, you feel me? And, you know what I'm saying? The landlord was just like added, you know what I'm saying? But shit, it's self-explanatory. Anybody decide to do their research and check into it.
Nah, trust me, I understand. I overstand.
But shit, I appreciate what you doing with the name, and you know what I'm saying? Shit, it don't rub me in the wrong way or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, of course not, man. Shit, because, man, of course not. What happened is, with me, it was more or less like, Everybody wanted to be the king of something. Everybody wanted to be the biggest something. Everybody wanted to be such and such. I ain't really care about all that shit. I just wanted to really be a nigga that gonna stand on business and control the section. I'm controlling my section. I'm gonna stand on that business. Whatever y'all got going on, that's what they got going on, and it is what it is. But as far as me and I'm controlling the section, we standing on business. So that was what that landlord shit was when it came down on that side. I just thought that was dope as fuck though.
Yeah, for sure, man. So shit, like, man, like, just period, like, man. What else you want to speak on before we wrap this shit up, man? Cause I enjoyed the opportunity, I enjoyed the conversation, but I want to make sure we don't leave nothing out. So like, shit, if you got a question for me, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Man, when we cooking up one, that's the next thing.
Oh,
we got to do a landlord song now.
Yeah, on the music tip, you know, I'm ready, man. I feel like what I'm doing with the music, really, I'm really like on a DJ Khaled / Bigger Ranking approach. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of feel like, you know, in the most respectful way, I feel like Khaled done reached his highest heights. You see what I'm saying? Agreed. So it's like when we talk about Florida and the streets of Dade County right now, he's a A-list celebrity. So I feel like we can't depend on him to continue to push the streets to the forefront because he done got too big. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
So I feel like, you know, that's where I come in at and really like, you know, just bring the streets together and cook up some timeless quality street music. So that's what I'm doing.
Quality street music. See, I remember that. That come from my era.
Yeah, you feel me? So that's what I'm focused on. Just getting with artists.
I don't even know what the fuck quality street music sounds like from the masses in 2024 because everything's so drilled out. Everybody shooters now.
Yeah. You know, like I'm just focusing on making that timeless quality street music. That shit that's gonna be here forever and never go away. You know what I'm saying? It might not be a hit right off the bat or none of that, but you gonna still be able to listen to it 10, 15 years from now and be able to appreciate it.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? So I'm just cooking up. So to answer your question, man, you know, we can get in there anytime and cook up something.
Right. See, that's what I like about artists from my era. It was because of stuff like that. It was wanting to be different and separate yourself from what everybody else was doing and stuff like that. And I think that's why it be able to last is because it don't sound like what's coming out. We got 1,000 songs that's going to come out a day. Them 10, 15 that don't sound like the other 85, them the 10, 15 that you going to still hear 2, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years from now.
Yeah, for sure. I agree, man. So anybody want to shout out, man, or any neighborhood, what's up? Like, you got to give you shout outs before we wrap it up. You already know.
We going to shout out the whole Fifth. We going to shout out my whole Gaslight family. We going to shout out the whole Landlord family. Like I said again, free my brother Tazarati. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Swole, R.I.P. Junior, R.I.P. to the other guys.
For sure, man. I appreciate you, and I appreciate this opportunity, homie.
You know that.
Man, the Landlord, the One Chance, One Life TV.